Welcome everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder. Thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel and you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do me a favor and click the button. I would greatly appreciate it. And as an added bonus, you'll be able to stay up to date on all that's going on in the world of music. So today we're going to take a look at Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, the live anthology. It's a 2009 live box set that spans from 1978 to 2007 and captures nearly 30 years. So there was a standard edition like this one here that's 4 CDs, 48 tracks on it. But the one that I want to take a look at today is this one here, a deluxe edition. It was a Best Buy exclusive, and it features 9 discs in it, 5 CDs with 62 tracks, so it's got all that extra music on it, plus 2 DVDs, 1 LP, and Blu-ray audio discs. So, but the one we're going to look at is that there. Now, prior to this box set, Tom Petty had only released one live album, 1986's Packing Up the Plantation Live, and that live album pretty much played the material note for note without any deviation, unlike a typical Tom Petty concert that has a lot of jamming and improv and stuff like that within it. And so that's where this box set differs from the original Pack Up the Plantation album, because it focuses on the concert performance and experience, and the songs are not just straight representations. While the songs are recorded over nearly 30 years, the tracks are not sequenced chronologically like you might expect. Instead, they're arranged to create the best listening experience, flowing from one track to the other. And despite the different recordings, they're all mixed together to feel like one complete live show. There's no fade-ins or fade-outs on it, which is really great. I was particularly happy that they did that with it. But the thing that I find most interesting about this box set here are the 17 cover songs that are on it. Most of these have never made it onto an album. So on discs 1 through 4, the standard edition box set version of this, there's 13 cover songs. We've got I'm in Love, a Bobby Womack song, I'm a Man, and this one here, the title's modified because it's originally I'm a Woman as it was sung by Coco Taylor. Then we've got Something in the Air, which is a really great tune by Thunderclap Newman. That was recorded in 1993 live. I Just Want to Make Love to You, Willie Dixon. Then there's a really great Bo Diddley track here called Diddy Wah Diddy. I Want You Back Again by the Zombies. And then this one here I really like, a Grateful Dead tune called Friend of the Devil. It was recorded live in '97. Mystic Eyes by Van Morrison. We've got Green Onions by Booker T and the MGs, a really great take on that one. And then this next one here is pretty interesting. Goldfinger, it's the John Barry song from the James Bond movie, so the score is reinterpreted here. Pretty cool the way they do it. They did this also in '97 live. Any Way You Want It by the Dave Clark 5. Then we've got a really old Fleetwood Mac blues number called Oh Well, and then Good Good Lovin' from James Brown, which I think is also a really great take. Then disc 5 in this deluxe edition comes with 4 more cover songs on it. We've got I'd Like to Love You Baby by J.J. Cale, Image of Me by Wayne Kemp, and then Born in Chicago by Nick Gravenites, and then Ballad of Easy Rider by the Byrds, which is another really great tune. It was recorded back in 1987. And so, you know, for me, I took these, I sequenced them all together, you know, as a playlist, and basically came up with my own Tom Petty covers album. I think it'd be really great if the label would go back into the archives and do this, but if not, you can certainly make your own, and it's like having that long lost covers album. So let's talk about what's inside this box set. It's got 5 CDs of live material. It contains the same 4 discs as the standard edition with those 48 live tracks. The 5th disc has an additional 14 live tracks on it, 4 of these being additional cover songs, and then the total number of recordings here is 62. It's got 2 DVDs in this package, 400 Days, which is a previously unreleased documentary that was filmed during the time of the Wildflowers recording. And incidentally, Tom Petty's got a new box set coming out on that called Wildflowers and All the Rest. And it's got the cool, the rest of that album, because it was originally intended to be a double album. So it'd be a great time to check out this documentary as the lead up to that box set. And then the second DVD in here is New Year's Eve 1978 live concert with 11 tracks performed. Then there's a 1 LP in here. It's a remastered edition of the 12-inch vinyl official live bootleg that was originally released in 1976. It was a promotional only release, so it was never released to the public and very hard to come by. The 4 tracks from that are reproduced here. But what's really cool is that it includes a 10-minute rendition of the never released song Dog on the Run. And this is different, or not to be confused with the Southern Accent song, which is called Dogs on the Run. This one here, never released before, tracked from way back in the day, and it's a 10-minute rendition of it. Very cool to finally get it here. And then there's one Blu-ray that's included in this, and it's got the 62 tracks and high-resolution audio. There's also some memorabilia in here. We've got a reproduction lithograph of the cover art, a reproduction of the 1997 Fillmore concert poster from their 20-night stand, and some vintage satin backstage passes along with a notebook. So let's take a look at this. This is the box itself. Really cool artwork, like what they did here. There's the spine and the backside, which goes through everything, letting you know what all is included in here. And then this just lifts open here like this. And inside here, we've got the original sticker, which was on the front, that tells you everything that was included in it. I always like to hang on to these and have a little reminder about what the stuff is. You've got the passes and the book, and I'll show you those. The vinyl itself, and we'll get into that. And then this is where the discs go, the DVD and the notebook and the lithographs, and I'll go through that in just a moment. So let's start with the 7-inch. This is the promotional official live bootleg that was originally released back in 1976. There's no sleeve on here, or there's a sleeve, but not a picture sleeve or anything with information. The remastering of this is done really well on it. Really good quality for that. Tom Petty's recordings had always been that way. Then we've got some cool satin passes here. Really great artwork that's on these. And they're peel and stick type backstage passes. And then we've got the book, which is done like a 12-inch vinyl size. And a lot of really great written information in here, commentary from different people involved with the live recordings, other artists weighing in on their experiences and things like that. Just really great live shots and things. What's really cool though is that they actually go and do song by song commentary on each of the tracks in here, with memories from it about where it was recorded and how, and different events and things that occurred with it. And then there's also just information in here about where it was recorded and who played on it, and the songwriter and things like that for those cover songs. So a really good booklet for this package. And then, as I said, so here's the rest of this. Over here, we've got the Fillmore concert poster. It's got a cool little hypnotic effect going on there. That was a 20-night stand that they did. And then we've got the lithograph of the cover art, which is also really great to get. And then over here we get the notebook, the DVDs, and the audio itself. And I'll go through each of these right now. So the music itself, this is like the standard box set. It comes the same way. All this stuff here, the 5th disc that is there, there's the spine on it, and the discs just slide out like this. And what I really like here is that they're all individual, and they each have unique album art that's on them. There's no inner sleeves or anything, but I like that I can take each one of these out, and I can play each one like it's a standalone concert, experience, and then pop it back if I want. But I don't have to have the entire package out. And I always really appreciate it when they do it that way, instead of it all being inside big foldouts or something, and I have to have the entire box set out. This way I can just have that. And then we've got, next up, the 2 DVDs. So this one here, 400 Days, which is the documentary of the Wildflowers recording sessions. And as I said, since he's getting ready to release a box set on that, I highly recommend checking that out now. And then we've got this December 31st, 1978 New Year's Eve concert with 11 tracks on it. There's the track listing on it. Really, really great live document from that time period. And then the Blu-ray audio disc that has the high resolution of all 62 of the tracks that are in here, which again is nice to be able to get a hold of that. And then the final thing in the box is this. It's a notebook. It's got that reproduction of the Fillmore concert poster, and then it's got this Tom Petty information, or you know, logo I should say, there on the back. And then it's just an empty white you know, pages that are in here, but cool nonetheless to get that in here. So sort of bottom line on this, that you know, in my opinion, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Tom Petty himself, definitely one of the greatest live bands that, you know, ever played. Tom Petty could, you know, certainly put on one heck of a show with the energy and passion. Can really be felt, and I think that it comes through on this box set here. Unlike Pack Up the Plantation, I don't think it really came through there. It's definitely coming through on this. What's really great though is the track listing doesn't just focus on the greatest hits. There's definitely deep cuts here, cover songs, rarely played songs, so it definitely makes it worthwhile, more than just the typical concert recording. And in my opinion, I highly recommend this package here. Definitely should be checked out, certainly for all Tom Petty fans and anyone who just straight up likes rock and roll. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.